Hey, Johnson here, and this is me addressing a few select individuals, but you may as well all hear this because I'm certainly not going to make individual phone calls and make this statement to everybody who is guilty of the crime I'm about to discuss. The text message is absolutely the worst invention on the face of the earth. It has allowed everybody to become the worst possible human beings they can. I'm going to quantify that right now. Number one is it's become incredibly easy to break plans. So what people will do is they'll make plans with 5 or 6 others, all at conflicting times, and then text, let's say, 3 or 4 that they don't want to go to. Because it's easy. Just, text, oh, I forgot my grandmother's sick. You might get a text back saying, your grandmother died 9 years ago. And you will ignore that text because it doesn't fit your particular narrative. Yet, people that send texts, well, to me, because this is my example in my video, are demanding answers almost immediately. Well, why would that be? First off, if I can't make it somewhere, I'm simply going to pick up the phone and say, listen, here's the real story. I can't make it, but I will make it up to you. And that's the truth. Wings will be on me, and I will buy you chicken wings. This is Calgary. There are chicken wings on every corner of this town. So why not just pick up the phone and make the call? And how about the idea of breaking up with somebody in text? Wow. The last time I had a girlfriend would have been in the 1990s because, as you all knew, I was married for, 20-something years? We had to do it in person, because I honestly believe that breaking up with a girl, chick, whatever she might be, on the phone, I thought that was incredibly bad manners. I thought it was rude, and I never did it. I always did it in person. I was not one, of course, to say things like, hey, no, it's not you, it's me. I would say, let's just tell the truth. It ain't me, it's you, and we're done. But you do it in person because that is what human beings with guts would do. But I do want to state this. Instant gratification is our society's problem. It's become very easy for everyone to get what they want when they want it. Specifically, I am going to refer to pornography here. If any of you want to see some, you go to any website out there. They're all free. I'm not even going to bother naming them, but you know which ones you visit. They're free. For instant gratification as kids, we would have to hang around convenience stores and give cash to guys who looked like they were over 18 and beg them to buy us a Hustler magazine and hope that when they took our cash into the store that they would actually buy the magazine for us, hand it to us, and then hand us back our change, which wasn't always the case. Sometimes they just look at us saying, what cash? And they'd walk away. So we had to earn our gratification back then. But because you can be instantly gratified by the internet or websites or apps or whatever it might be, it doesn't mean that other human beings are obligated to instantaneously get back to you. What would make you think that you have the right to somebody's time just because you want an answer to something and you want it right now? Not even lawyers act that fast, and you have to pay them retainers, and in some cases, $150 an hour. They will get back to you when they have an answer. It's that simple. So for those out there who wish to text me or email me questions and then get upset with me that I don't answer right away, let me ask you the honest question now. Who the hell do you think you are? Honestly, who do you think you are? I am not going to email or call or text any of you and then demand that you get back to me right away. It's not going to happen. I've, in email, just been called racist because I took 4 days to get back to somebody in email who made it clear in their email to me that they were of Indian descent and they were testing to see if I was racist. Okay, so if I had gotten back to them in a day, I'm not racist, but I got back to them 3-4 days later and I am. So that type of thought process is gross at best. And that particular individual is no longer going to get a reply from me in any way, because if you want to call me names in email, I just block you. It's childish. I'm not calling people names. Even when I send notifications off to people stating that our friendship is over, our business relationship is over, if you don't stop slandering me or whoever else, you're going to get sued. I'm not calling you names in these emails. I'm just getting to the point. Using the King's English. And that's the end of that. So I will not demand that any of you get back to me in text just because I sent you a text, and I'll demand from you the same courtesy in return. If you send me a text and I have an answer, or I even check it, which I typically don't, then I'll get back to you. My outbound message on my phone states clearly that I don't bother checking voicemail anymore. And why would I do that? Here's an example. Hi, Kevin. It's John Smith. I hope you're doing well. I hope your mom is all right. Listen, remember that thing that we talked about at that place that time over by the area that had the bridge in the background? Well, I did some research, and I found out that blah, 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 blah. I'm not listening to that. Why would I do that? If you really need to get a hold of somebody, that person needs to have a reason to care about why you're communicating with them. Now, it's not a matter of they owe you something. They don't. If you want someone to reply, you have to gamble thinking that you may not get a reply. Tough titties. That's just how life works. You can't always get what you want. The Rolling Stones sang that back in the 60s, and they were absolutely right to do so. So that's all I'm saying, folks, is don't call people names because you're not getting your way. Don't expect people to text you back right away, and understand that instant gratification is something that you deserve if you're paying for it, but it's not something that you deserve just because you want it, when somebody else has to give up their time to instantly gratify you. Courtesy, manners. Man, we just have none left in our society, do we? I am still a purveyor of good manners. I really am. I'm always going to state, be polite. You're going to get a whole lot further ahead when you're polite. You're going to be in fewer bar fights if you're polite. The cops will crack you in the side of the head with a stick fewer times if you are polite. Judges won't throw gavels at you if you are polite. Hell, you might even get some dates. Even the beta cucks out there might get some dates if you're polite. It's just how it is. Be polite. Respect people's time. And understand that just because you want an answer, it doesn't mean you're entitled to it. Love y'all. See you soon.